Yeah, hi, it's the 29th of April 2018 at a bit after 8 pm. Well, I've been working pretty hard today and I was sitting here and I was wondering, should I or shouldn't I do a vid? And I thought, yeah, why not? And the topic that came to mind, I didn't give it a great deal of thought. I'm sort of making it up as I go, but it's been on my mind a little bit lately. And it's sort of to indicate the changes that have happened to me at least through being Mgtow and also all of this, all of my exposure to what's all Mgtow thinking and what have you. And I'd have to say, I've actually become probably the person that we accuse women of being, almost that way. Uh, it's sort of like it's. Uh, I don't, I'm just finding it to say in my relationship with Flor, for example. Uh, we had an argument yesterday, or she had an argument. I didn't. I was too busy working. But she was upset about something that I said or done or something like that. And, once upon a time, it would have really annoyed me, it really bothered me. But it just bounced right off. I don't know, it's strange. I've never had the experience before. I said, no, I explained that. We covered that yesterday. Oh, it was a blog that I'd written. I'd made reference to the fact that, they were poor and whatever and something. And the following day, 24 hours later, she started, going off. And oh, hello, this again. Something had happened yesterday, and no, we covered it yesterday. So she's just on and on and on and on. I'm saying, hun, no, I'm not interested. You said you didn't argue. Let's just leave it at that. I made the changes. She said, I already made the change. If you want me to make more changes, I'll do so. Just say, yeah, no, I'm still not happy with it. And I'm quite happy to do that. But I don't know what came over her, but there was a typical sort of, look, it could be AB. That could be the problem. Because I asked her if you don't really drink beer, Floor, can I send it to AB? Because AB really, I think she'd like to drink beer and make beer and that sort of thing. Floor might have one or two beers, okay? She doesn't really need a whole, 30 litre or 25 litre or whatever it is, vat of the thing. And I don't think she's that interested in doing it anyway. She's just doing it to help me, which I appreciate. It's really good. But the whole point I'm trying to make is, for you guys that, like you might say, no, I'll never have anything to do with a woman again. But if you do change your mind and you start gravitating back to, having it normalised, sort of male-female relationships, you'll find you've changed a lot. You're a lot harder. You're much harder than you ever were. It's just, I'd have to say, I'd probably describe myself now as being totally emotionally unavailable. Yeah, I had the feeling that Flora was trying to get an emotion out of me, some sort of reaction to the argument. I can't. Apart from anything else, I'm a baby boomer doing technical work, and the two sort of don't go together. And I'm moving at real speed, and I just can't get into that brain bin, and I was saying, look, no, hon, you have to evolve. And I think that also crossed my mind too, is that I think women, with Mgtow anyway, are now faced with two choices. They either have to evolve and become, I don't know, something different, something that we can get along with. Because I know I can sense it to myself. No, I don't want arguments. I don't want any of that old stuff. No. I check things. But I move at speed. All right. So they either evolve and get with the program, or they just become total sluts. That you don't expect anything from. You don't expect. You expect them to go off. You know what I mean? But if I think that's just so many. The dynamic has changed so much. I don't know. I was interested because I'm 5 years into it. I thought I'd sort of share it with you, but it's that's what I got to thinking. Yeah, they've really got it's no shades of grey anymore. It's not like they can sort of be halfway down the scale because particularly when like back in the old days when we did dug ditches and milked the cows and had sort of grunty type jobs. Yeah, it was probably different, you know. But we don't do work like that anymore. It's all. It's even I've noticed the guys here write. I mean you've got to think and concentrate and string things together. People couldn't do that. The average person couldn't do that in the past. Okay, it was just an elite group of people who could write, but now it's quite commonplace for guys to write. All trained, all educated, and it's requires thought and concentration and that sort of thing. And you try to write something or trying to do something, technical on a computer. You can't have all of this 1950s style yelling and screaming and arguing. It's kind of no longer acceptable. It has. Can you see what I'm driving at? I mean, it's not me saying I'm a wonderful person or anything else like that. No, it's having to evolve through necessity. So if I think that's what I'm getting to. Yeah, and largely, I mean, when you're doing computer work or some sort of technical work or some sort of, you can't be that emotional. You can't. I mean, if I got emotional about, I'd be a basket case. It'd be that many things go wrong all the time. If I got angry at every little thing that happened, I just can't. I've got to try and remain as calm as possible so I can keep moving and think, okay, what are my options? But it's like a flow chart. You just bang, this is a deal. Okay, that doesn't work, does it? So, that's. I think that's what I'm sort of driving. It's a bit of Mgtow, but it's also I think evolution. I think it's now reached a point. For a lot of guys, particularly thinking type guys that think in their job and what have you. Yeah, it's time. That they really have to evolve. And this is basically what I'm saying to Flora. And say, hun, look, I'm not upset at all. I mean, but if you want to do that, then you need to find somebody else. Because I can't do it. It's just it buggers me up. I tried to explain it from the point of view that it's like a top. One of those spinning tops. Yeah, it's easy to knock over, but it spins at high speed. But that's what I'm doing. It's spinning at high speed. Yeah, but really easy to disrupt and knock over and just send me scattered everywhere. Yeah, that's how I don't know that anybody else understands that, but yeah, it's like that. It's like a spinning top. Easily knocked over, moving at high rates. Yeah, so, yeah, just, you probably don't think you're changing everything, but oh my God, Father, I'm surprised. That's just in 5 years. And she just said hello before when I started doing the video, I said I'd get back to her. So, yeah, I'm quite happy to talk to her. But it's not, it's lacking emotion. I think, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it's just, maybe that's just a way of protecting. I don't know. I can't understand it. Maybe I'm not, going to any great depth in the relationship. It's just because I know what the outcome's likely to be, based on history, one after the next. Yeah. So, I don't know. I really don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it progresses. I mean, I'll just talk to her. I haven't got a problem. But I can't have that anymore. I just can't have it in my life. And I just have to say, no, I can't talk about that. I was this sort of, you started it. No, I didn't. That sort of thing. I mean, I don't care. I wrote what I wrote. I said what I did. I didn't mean anything by it. I had a lot of other things happening at the time. She said, oh, if I see it from that point, yeah, okay, not a problem. I changed it, took it out. And then I changed the whole thing. I thought, okay, I'll fix it. But I mean, there's no need for any emotion. I explained it to her. I said, well, I tried to explain it. I said, well, it's like me saying old guys are lonely. She said, well, that's negative. I said, yeah, the point is that, that's the empathy. That'd be the same as me saying that. Yeah, I can understand your point. That's what, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I changed it. I modified it. It was just something I did 3 blogs in sort of 20 minutes. I didn't give it a great deal of thought. That's the idea of editing it. You can change, but I'd edited it and sent it to her. And she said it was okay, it was better, or something, I think she did. And then I put it up and then went off. So, but I mean, that's something my wife used to do. Oh, it was just crazy. And I couldn't stand it. I'm not going back there either. Yeah, but just I thought I'd share it with you. Just that's how I'm feeling. And it's after 5 years, or only 4 to be. Um, yeah, it changes you. And as I said, I don't feel, I feel like I'm emotionally unavailable. That's a negative thing, isn't it? Isn't it something? Oh my God, you're emotionally unavailable. Yeah, I'm happy that way actually. Much happier. I don't want all that bloody. Yep. So yeah, maybe being emotionally unavailable is what you're trying to get to, or a grade of it, somewhere close to it. Anyway, it's good talking to you. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.